everybody, welcome to this webinar. I'm going to be talking just a little bit about crypto, more for introductory audiences who don't know really what the value of crypto might be, or who are keen to learn a little bit more and who want to understand how they could get involved and what the potential benefit could be to them getting involved. And then I'm going to move on to talk just a little bit about the TIOx and how easily accessible it is as a crypto to potential investors and how it could benefit them. So the very first thing I'm going to do is just give a quick risk disclaimer. When we're talking about any kind of investment, it's risky. Please be aware that you know the risks. Only invest what you can afford to. Investing is risky. And I also want to say here that past performance does not guarantee future results. So once you're completely familiar with all of the risk warnings associated with investing, let's move on. At this point, I want to welcome you. It's great timing actually now to have this webinar because crypto has been growing over importance in the recent years, and it could benefit your investment portfolio. Either way, you cannot ignore cryptocurrencies at the moment. Whether you understand them or not, you can't deny the increasing influence they're having over global economies. And in fact, there are many who believe that cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin are a really important building block for a future more democratic, more equal, and more balanced financial system. And this is one of the reasons that we developed our own Ethereum-based cryptocurrency, the TIOx, because we believe that cryptocurrencies do have a really important role to play in global economies in the future. Let me start off by giving some key points about the TIOx. First of all, it's based on the Ethereum blockchain, so that means that all transactions of the token are publicly visible. We can't manipulate that or change that. Secondly, it's one of the few cryptos that can be purchased at the click of a button. No hassle, no rigmarole of signing up for complicated, confusing crypto exchanges. Just one button to purchase TIOx, which means that there are much lower barriers to entry. And it's also one of the few altcoins that have a practical use in daily life. So we'll have a look a bit more on that. But first I want to provide the context to the TIOx, which is the growing world of cryptocurrencies as a whole. And blockchain-based currencies are strongly advocated for by those who have identified massive injustices in the current global financial system. So they see cryptos as an opportunity for a fairer financial world. Some cryptos are already commonly used on a daily basis by those who are locked out of traditional finance. So we're talking about people that might be in less developed economies, or those who might be unable to obtain a bank account for whatever reason. They're using cryptos already on a daily basis because it's the only thing they can access. And then there are other people who do have access to traditional banking methods who also choose cryptocurrencies, not necessarily to transact with daily, to purchase essentials, for instance, but more as an investment opportunity for their investment portfolio. So they are investing because they believe that the value of some cryptos will appreciate over time. So let's look at 2017. 2017 is a pretty important year because this is when cryptos really entered the public spotlight. I'm showing here the picture of the anonymous, the very famous picture that can often be associated with cryptos. He got very publicly recognized around this time. And why is that? Because of the astronomical rise of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like crypto's darling. It's crypto's flagship currency, and it flew up to 20,000 USD, give or take, per Bitcoin. And around the same time, in 2017, many companies were launching ICOs as a means of crowdfunding for their crypto-related projects. So I'm spouting out terminology you might not be familiar with here, the ICOs, altcoins. What is important at this point is to know that in 2017, cryptocurrencies entered the vision of the public domain and became common discourse. And there was a hype around cryptos. it came and went. So after 2017, where the value of Bitcoin dropped, ICOs, many of them didn't succeed, some of them did. The year came and went, but the events of that year did succeed in bringing crypto projects into the domain of public discourse. That was the success of that year, because cryptos are not here today, gone tomorrow. There are many who believe that long-standing cryptos are going to have much better potential than fiat or commonly used daily currencies as we know them today. Much better, that Bitcoin, for instance, would have much better potential and will outlive such currencies. So 2017 prompted conversation, it raised awareness, it piqued an interest in the sphere that had formerly been almost exclusively in the domain of the black markets. So as I said, since 2017 the value of Bitcoin dropped, but the conversation, the adoption of cryptos has since then increased. And you have the likes of huge organizations such as Facebook. I'm showing you the image of the Libra coin here, announcing their own crypto project, Libra, and even the financial behemoths like JP announced their own potential for their own crypto project. There's no denying the growth of the sector, and there's no denying that crypto evangelists and maximalists and other people who are promoting crypto are having success in promoting awareness and adoption. So whilst the world that we live in today doesn't cater en masse for crypto investors or crypto users at the moment, we found a way to provide easy access to the crypto world. We understand it's important, we understand it has a growing role in financial economies, and we understand at this point, most importantly, that it's not easily accessible to those who aren't so crypto savvy. Whilst we don't claim to be a crypto exchange, we still provide users with the basic service of buying our crypto, the TIOx, without users having to go through the headaches traditionally associated with crypto purchase. In some exchanges, it can take days, even months, to set up an account and verify. But with our new accounts, they could be verified from start to finish within minutes, and you can have crypto in your wallet like that. So, a little bit about our TIOx now and why I keep coming back to the TIOx in this crypto discourse. It's based on the Ethereum blockchain, and it's available for any verified client to purchase. But why? Why do you want to purchase it? I keep saying how easy it is to get. Why? What's the point? So there are 3 points that we've identified. First of all, and very popularly, you can use the TIOx to trade. So trading, as many of those who are watching this webinar will already know, opens the doors to access the financial markets worth many trillions of US dollars per day. By holding the TIOx in your wallet, you can access these markets. You can start buying, selling CFDs, and you can choose from over 120 instruments, ranging from Forex, commodities, energies, indices, and other instruments. So, simply put, by loading up your account with TIOx, financial speculators, long or short term, can trade the financial markets. And we're also one of the few brokerages to offer CFD instruments on cryptos, such as Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ether. Any profit earned from your trading can, of course, be withdrawn. And what's interesting about the TIOx, using the TIOx to trade, is that you can use it for margin trading as well. So that means that you can leverage, you can increase the power of your trade, increase your trade size, and increase your potential for profit. Remember, leverage means that you have the potential for loss as well as profit. So it's important to have a trading strategy in place and to be aware of the risks before you use leveraged instruments. So that's the first thing about the TIOx, you can use it to trade. The second thing is, and this is very interesting, something that will already have come to your attention possibly, is that you can use your TIOx to access the TIOprime pool. The TIOprime pool is essentially a platform through which users can get daily payments. And to explain what I mean by this, with a minimum investment of 2,500 TIOx, that's today's equivalent of $52 US, any member of the TIOprime pool can receive a payout or a kind of interest based on the size of how much TIOx they've put into the pool and also the performance of the company. So it acts like a loan pool. You loan your TIOx to the pool and the company in theory is using it for its operations. And if the company does really well in that day, then the company will pay money back into the pool and it goes into your wallet. That's every single day. And since the pool started a few years ago, we haven't missed one single payment. Of course, the payments are like this on the chart. You can see that days the company is doing really, really well, the payouts are much bigger, and days that the company is having an okay day, the payments will be slightly lower. So this is something that you can view and review for yourself. We make all of the statistics of the company performance fully public. They're live through our TIOprime portal, so that when you're deciding whether to invest or not in the pool, you can review for yourself how much payout you might get in return for your TIOx. And of course, your original investment, those original TIOx you put into the pool, are fully withdrawable. You can take them out at any time. There's no commitment to stay in. So we've given over $500,000 already back to users who have joined the pool since it's first opened, since we first launched the pool. And we're committed to continue to make these payouts, and we feel an obligation to make sure not only that the company is a success for our clients, for all of the stakeholders involved, but we feel a commitment to those who are in the TIO pool to make sure that they receive their payouts in that day. We're obliged to them because they are the ones who have loaned their TIOx to us in the first place. If you'd like to learn more about the TIOprime pool performance and the company performance, what kind of payouts we're making and projections, you don't need to invest first to see those stats. You can just sign up with TIOprimepool.com and you can visit the private portal through the website. So that's the second thing that I've gone through, the TIOprime pool. And the third and the last use for your TIOx that could be interesting, that is also a popular option amongst many of our is HODL. So essentially keep your TIOx and wait for the value to appreciate. It's actually quite a sweet story, the story of HODL, if you haven't heard that expression before. It was an inebriated crypto holder, I believe on Reddit, maybe, I'll have to fact check that. But he misspelled the word holds as HODL. And it went viral and turned into a globally recognized expression for long-term investing. So when we say hodling in crypto, we really mean keep your crypto and just hold it, leave it there. Don't sell it, don't speculate with it, don't even, on some occasions, check the value of that currency on a daily basis, because it's the long term that you're more interested in, and it's the slow appreciation over time that will benefit you in the long run. So the philosophy is that by buying while the crypto is cheap, which actually TIOx is today, and by holding, the investor can reap benefits of any appreciation investment over time. So in simple terms, buy low, sell high. That's the 3 key points of TIOx. That's a little bit of information about crypto and why it's so important. We strongly believe in crypto and that it's growing importance here at TIOmarkets and at TIOprime. And we're available to answer any other questions you might have, any concerns. We're here to support you if you would like to buy, or if you have any interesting questions about the TIOx, we're here for you. So thank you for listening to me today. please go ahead and visit TIOprime.com if you haven't already, and visit the portal to see performance of the companies. And have a wonderful day in the meantime. Thank you for joining me.